Mr. Santos, district staff. It is 6:02. This is the 18th day of October 2016, and I call this meeting of the United Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Ms. Oliveros, could you please call the roll?
Absolutely. Ramiro Vélez, Ricardo Rodriguez,
Present.
Roberto Ramirez,
Present.
Judd Gilpin, Ricardo Molina,
Present.
Elisa Oliveros present, and Javier Montemayor.
Present. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Agenda item number 2, any board announcements by anyone? No? All
I
right.
just want to congratulate Trotman
Elementary?
School. Really, they have done it for a couple of years, a couple of times with a different principals. So that shows the effort of the teachers and administrators to help bring up the school, not much of the school, but the name of the school, but the students who are receiving the proper education. They'll be going to Washington, so with the blue ribbon. So that's a great honor. That's one of those blue ribbons be given by the president, Washington D.C.
Well, I'd like to congratulate all my schools in the South. They're doing a very good job, my principals, and the whole district is doing very well, but especially the schools in the South, Rio Bravo, Cenizo, RC Centeno, all those schools in United. I want to congratulate all the principals, staff, administrators, custodians, everybody that makes the effort to make United what it is, united and great. Thank you.
For the record, Judd Gilpin is present. And before I forget, before we move any further, could everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge in a moment?
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one nation.
Thank you. Any public comments?
No, sir.
No public comments. Agenda item number 3, recognitions.
Yes, Mr. Gilpin, Mr. Montemayor, members of the board, it is a time of the meeting where we're able to recognize our campuses, teachers, and also students. And again, I think Mr. Molina was correct. You know, when we look at what United is all about, it's the people that are in the audience today that represent our district and really take care of our students. So if you all can join me at the front, please.
Mr. Santos, members of the board, members of the audience. It is my distinct pleasure this evening to present to you the only campus in Laredo who has earned the Blue Ribbon Award. Yes, put your hands together for Trotman Elementary. We have this evening the committee that worked on the application. Do know that the state has to nominate the campus in order for them to apply for this award. We have proud principal, Ms. Zaida Gonzalez, assistant principal, Ms. Cindy Lopez, counselor, Elsa Gutierrez, and teachers, Cindy McCurdy. We have Ms. Adriana San Miguel, Diane Hernandez, Norma Villastrigo, Lizette Garza, Cindy Vega, Rosalind Gutierrez, and we have our librarian, Silvana Caso. Big congratulations to Trotman Elementary.
Mr. Santos, and the distinguished board members, help me congratulate Angela Yanin Liu. She is a semifinalist for a Broadcast Master semifinalist announcement. I want to invite her proud principal, Ms. Letty Menchaca, and Counselor Marlene Garcia, and her sixth grade science teacher is not here, but her name is Priscilla Chapa. Let me let you know a little bit about her. Ms. Liu, as a sixth grader, placed in the science fair last year, and she is now a semifinalist, or was a semifinalist, in an engineering project in the United States. From over 6,000 nominees, she was part of the 300 that was recommended to move forward. She will be receiving a one-year subscription to Science News, Bioinnovators Notebook, courtesy of the Linda Foundation, a one-year subscription mathematics and software, a Broadcast Master decal, a backpack, and many other things that will go to her. So help me congratulate this young lady for the proud accomplishments that she has done for her school. You see, science fair projects do pay off. Next person, Washington Middle School. Tonight we'd like to recognize Washington Middle School and the Instructional Television Department for their collaboration on Celebrate Texas Public Schools, video that won first place in the middle school category for Region 1. Each year, school districts across Texas join the campaign to celebrate Texas public schools. They make a commitment to support our schools and showcase the many wonderful achievements students, teachers, and staff members accomplish each day. This year's statewide theme was the history of public education in Texas. Let's first take a look at Washington Middle School's video that won regional recognition in the Celebrate Texas Public Schools video contest. I want to ask them to put down the screen. And this is a 1-minute video. After. Okay, we're going to take the picture first, and then, I'm sorry, we'll take the picture first, then we'll show the video. We are very proud of the fact that Washington Middle School video also received honorable mention award from the National School Public Relations Association. This went to the national level, and they also did very well there. And at this time, they won. They said the video competed against school district videos across the United States and Canada. And so they got honorable mention at this point as well. Our recipients down there is Alan Morales, who portrayed George Washington, Lorena Medina, Student Council sponsor, Jacqueline Coker, the Glee Cup sponsor, Alejandro Martinez, who helped coordinate the video, and of course, our instructional television department for producing the video.
Crossing the Delaware River at the Battle of Trenton was just one of my many accomplishments. Come take a tour of my recognized school, George Washington Middle. This is my principal, Miss Beth Porter.
We're very proud of our Wall of History, our Liberty Library, and of course, our outstanding students and staff.
David Gonzalez, our past principal, is now United ISD's Associate Superintendent of Instruction. While at Washington Middle, he was the HEB's Texas Secondary Principal of the Year and the Region 1 Secondary Principal of the Year.
Our student council is involved in many community service activities.
Our UIL has won numerous district awards. We are the first middle school Glee Club in the district.
We encourage school spirit.
Our Meet in the Middle program fosters understanding towards special ed students. Washington Middle has a history of excellence. Public education is a Texas tradition.
Now, can we congratulate both the Instructional Science Department and Washington Middle School. Congratulations to both.
Good evening, Mr. Santos, Mr. Gilpin, and board members. Very proud to announce the Massachusetts Institute of Technology University recognizes educators who have been influential in the academic advancements of their students. On this occasion, 3 United High School students, David Mejorada, Miguel Vega, and Ricardo Villarreal, nominated their teachers for the recognition. All 3 are graduates of the Longhorn class of 2016 and are currently attending MIT. The lessons such outstanding educators teach often go far beyond the subject matter of their field. They instill values and love of learning that shape educational and career choices. The teachers who were honored with the MIT Inspirational Achievement Award are Elizabeth Arcengaya, English teacher, David Sainz, math teacher, and Edwin Torres, Pasaldu, math teacher. Congratulations.
Good evening, board members, Mr. Santos, members of the audience. It is with great pride tonight that we recognize UISD's very own and an Alexander freshman, Sergio T.C. Chavez. Sergio represented Laredo at the National Team Identification Series, the NTIS, in Cary, North Carolina. NTIS is a comprehensive player identification program that facilitates coaches with access to America's finest up-and-coming athletes in their respective sport, in this case, baseball. The preliminary qualifier to the series is an invitation-only event where coaches from the National Team USA scout the top players from across the country in hopes to fully equip our nation's team with the best our country has to offer. T.C. Chavez was selected as the sole player from Laredo to participate in the trials in Cary. Congratulations, T.C. Chavez. His dad, he's accompanied by his dad, UISD police officer, Pedro Chavez.
Joshua Mercado, a senior at John B. Alexander High School, and Luis Ramirez, student and lifeguard at Nixon High School, are real-life heroes, superheroes in the eyes of many who are crediting these two teens for saving a man from Lake Casablanca. Juan Sanchez, a father of 3, an avid fisherman, found himself struggling to stay afloat without a life jacket when his kayak capsized. We looked in the water and we saw a kayak floating upside down in the lake, said Mercado, when asked to recall the events that occurred. The teen shared that when he and his friend heard Sanchez plead for help, they didn't think twice about what they were going to do next. They just went into action. We looked at each other and just knew we had to do something special, said Mercado, who tells of the moment they realized that Sanchez needed help. The two teens approached Sanchez, who was noted as saying, "I thought I was going to die, and I guided Mr. Sanchez to safety. I will forever be in debt to Joshua and Louis for giving me a chance to live. They will always hold a special place in my heart. They're like family," said Mr. Sanchez. Thank you, Joshua. What a hero. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Pastor. Each year, Humanities Texas presents an award recognizing and encouraging excellence in teaching the humanities in Texas schools. Of the more than 700 applicants received this year to the Humanities Texas Award across the state of Texas, Ms. Ana Cristina Martinez has the distinction of being one of the awardees. In addition, an applicant educator is also chosen to receive the James F. Venegas Outstanding Teaching of the Humanities Award, the highest award available. The award was established to honor James F. Venegas, Humanities Texas Executive, for his 23 years of extraordinary contribution to the State Council and to the public humanities in Texas and the United States. This winning teacher receives a $5,000 cash award with an additional $500 for his or her school to purchase humanities-based instructional materials. Martinez is the first individual to receive this award at UISD and was nominated by her high school principal, Mr. Armando Salazar, and the early college dean, Yesenia Sandoval. Congratulations, Ms. Martinez. What an award.
Number six, the consent agenda items.
Business and instructional meeting, was met this month. I make a motion to approve item A through J.
Second?
All right, motion and a second. Do we have any discussion?
Mr. Gilpin,
All those in, go ahead.
if I may, there are several other requests I'd like to read into the minutes.
Okay.
We have a request from Perez Elementary, Salud Claudia Hernandez, principal, sponsored by Mr. Rick Rodriguez, incentives for teachers and students for $6,000. Request from United South High School, Adriana Ramirez, principal, sponsored by Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez, incentives for faculty, staff, and students for $4,500. Request from United South Middle School, Marta Alvarez, principal, sponsored by Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez for incentives for students. Licio Ruiz Elementary School, Karen Fox, principal, sponsored by Mr. Rodriguez. It's for $3,000 for student incentives, $2,000 for teacher incentives, and $9,300 towards a future canopy for the school, which will remain with the campus until such time as the canopy is constructed. Request from Alicia Ruiz Elementary School, Karen Fox, principal, sponsored by Rick Rodriguez, award for ethical reporting of vandalism, $500. Request from Boniel Garcia Elementary, Patricia Lañas, principal, sponsored by Ricardo Rodriguez, $3,000 for teacher and staff incentives and $2,000 for student incentives for the Stallion Bug Store, total $5,000. Request from Zaffarini Elementary School, Claudia Benavides, principal, Rick Rodriguez, sponsor, student incentives, $3,000 for teacher and staff and $2,000 for students, for a total of $5,000. Salvador Garcia Middle School, Cleotilde Gomez, principal, sponsored by Mr. Ricardo Molina, $2,000 for custodial supplies, $2,000 for PBIS student incentives, and $1,000 for supplies and materials, total of $5,000. Request from Juarez Lincoln Elementary School, Robert Ortiz, principal, sponsored by Mr. Ricardo Molina, for track uniforms for the students for $840 total. And a request from Pillar Anti-Bullying Event. The principal is, not principal, the director is Manuel Sanchez, sponsored by Ms. Elisa Oliveros Flores. A sponsorship for an upcoming anti-bullying event in the amount of $500.
All right, so we'll need a motion to amend the motion that's already been made.
I make a motion.
Okay, so it'll be a motion to amend as presented. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor? All right, the item passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Very good. Item 6H, we have an item here for a public hearing. We would need to have a motion to open the public hearing.
Move.
All right,
Second.
very good. So at this time, the board will take, on this public hearing, will take comments pertaining to the approval of a targeted improvement plan for Antonio Gonzalez Middle School. Do we have anybody signed up, or do we need anybody signed up for that one?
People can if they want to, but if not, you do have maybe the presenters first, and then people
Okay.
can comment thereafter.
Okay, very good.
Good evening, members of the board, Mr. Santos, and members of the audience. We just wanted to remind everybody that Gonzalez Middle School is no longer an improvement required campus. It is a formally So we're very proud of the fact that, you know, we are not staged in that format anymore. The targeted improvement plan was presented last week. At this point, we're just opening it up for any public comments. And if there are none, we just want to thank you again for your support.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion to close the public hearing.
So
Do we have a
moved.
second?
Second?
All right, any discussion? All those in favor?
Thank you, and I just wanted to say thank you, and I'd like to recognize my staff that's here. If you all would just stand up for a moment, please. Half of them are here, and the other half are at our homecoming game that they're playing. Without them, this wouldn't be possible, so I want to congratulate them as well. Thank you so much.
Very good. All right, our
Approval of I and J as a, I think we held off on the original approving Mr. Rodriguez.
I did it as an amendment. He made the motion.
I make the motion
And
to
then-
approve. Yeah, and then we just did the amendment.
Okay. All right, agenda item number 7A. Approval of the board minutes for the month of September.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor? All right. Item 7B, donations.
Yes, Mr. Hilton, members of the board, it is recommended that the board of trustees graciously accept the following donations, and they'll be attached to the minutes. The following donations are over $1,000. That's for the golf tournament. We had Howland Engineer, 1,000, Border Area Youth, 1,000, Jamco, 1,000, Sunbelt Air Condition, 1,000, Cavazos Associates Architect, 1,000, Quantum Electric, 1,000, Judge Tano Tijerina, 1,000, Sin Energy Structural, 1,000, Don Durant, 1,900, Pate Office Supply, 2,000, HEB, 5,000. We had a lot of other donations under $1,000. This month, it was a grand total of $23,493, and we graciously accept. I want to thank all these partners and that support our schools.
Very good.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. And that takes us to item 7C, adoption of a resolution to join a coalition of Texas school districts that will petition the Texas legislature to fund a Texas Education Code provision that allows the Texas Education Agency Commissioner to adjust the taxable value of property in a school district that experiences a rapid decline in taxable property value. Is there a motion regarding the adoption? Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor? All right, the item passes unanimously.
Thank you. And just to let you know that we forwarded a template of this resolution to other districts who are facing the same value decline. And we've heard from several of them that they're going to be taking it to their boards as well. And after tonight, we'll make some phone calls to them and say that y'all passed this, and that they have, if they want to use the wording that we were helped with, they're more than happy to take the resolution to their board members as well.
And this will be sent to over 200 districts that really were affected by the decline of values. So we're trying to generate some support and interest statewide to see if hopefully the legislators will be able to make those adjustments based on what the law is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lana.
All right. I think we have figured out we no longer have a need for closed session this evening. So I think we'll need an item, for item 8, a motion to, I guess, table indefinitely closed session. Is that correct? The correct motion?
It would be motion to defer for next month.
Motion to defer, okay. So a motion to defer our closed session.
So moved.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor? The same would apply to agenda item number, or wouldn't, I guess we wouldn't need to apply that to the agenda item number 9. That takes us to agenda item number 10, adjournment.
So moved.
We are adjourned.